Oh my god, I've got coppers down here. There's a copper down here. Luckily, I didn't go very fast. Oh, please don't stop me. I'm not breaking the law, actually. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fantastic day on planet Earth. This is the maiden run of this thing that you've all been waiting for, and it hasn't gone to plan. It hasn't gone to plan at all. What happened was, obviously I've got the winch on the front, which you can see it ain't there anymore. It didn't quite work. I hate to admit it, but the people who said as soon as you get on that and you try and pull up the stairs, it's just going to dig in because of the rake of the rope and stuff, and I should press that button there. If I press that button there, will it stop the lights? I hate pressing the button. I don't think I should have to, but I'm going to have to. So otherwise I ain't going to be able to get across. What I'm doing at the minute is going ridiculously slow because of the copper being at the back behind me. Well, that's number one, and number two, I need to make bloody sure that this works. I wonder if I can get through here. Footpath closed. Oh shit. That's the trouble with bloody Cannock, it's completely shut. Everywhere's shut. They've shut this road off and I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to go back around this way. Anyway, so I had to ditch the winch purely because it didn't work. It went badly wrong. Basically, as I was pulling it up the stairs, all it was doing was digging in on the well of the stairs, sort of thing, compressing the forks, and that was the end of it. So I can't use the winch. So I've got, because the bike was already down the stairs, or halfway down the stairs should I say, I've got no choice then, because I couldn't get it back up because the winch don't work. So I've now got to take it over to the lockup, which is 17 miles away, and I'm shitting myself because number one, well, don't really matter, but the speedo don't work. The app's playing up for some reason, I don't know why. What the friggin' hell's going on here? Oh, for God's sake. The app's not playing up, it's not playing very well on my new Android. It's Android 9. And it ain't bloody working, so I've got to look at that. So this is the maiden run, and it's a test ride, and I'm pulling 6 amps, and I'm doing not very fast miles an hour. I've got to get over, oh shit, I've got to get over to the lockup, obviously, and then I'm going to have to get a taxi back. I think this might take quite a while to get there at this speed. I don't want to push it. I don't want to push it. I mean, obviously I can't get home there, I'm stuck. I've got to go there, so when I'm close there, I'll try a few things out. I'll see how much power it's got. I've got 81.5 volts. Oh yeah, me being the dickhead, I fully charged the battery, went down a hill, and the BMS bloody cut out because it went over voltage. Right, rideability. Yeah, it's a motorbike. Oh, definitely, it's a motorbike. It swings. You can't. No, it's not nimble anymore. Definitely a motorbike. And I know some people have suggested, and I do appreciate the suggestions, they have actually suggested by putting a hook or something on the bottom of the forks, so as I can change the angle of the pull. But I don't like doing that because that's then putting all the stress right at the very base of the forks, and I never know what the hell's going to happen. Why doesn't that speedo work? That's just annoying. The indicators work, not fitted. Hazards work, not fitted. Main beam works, not fitted. I've got cobweb in my face. I'm doing 2.7 amps miles an hour. Yeah, I don't think this is the sort of maiden that people wanted to see, but needs must, you know. When I've tested it, like I say, when I get close to there, then I'll start trying it. But I really don't want to start either pedalling, what is it, about 3 miles home, or pushing it 3 miles home, or then I've got about 13 miles to actually go at 2.6 amps miles an hour. And I don't know what that knocking is. You probably can't hear it. I don't know if the stem's loose or the bearings are... Maybe I put the wrong bearings on. I spent about 12 hours yesterday just going through absolutely everything to make sure everything was working perfectly and all connected and working and connected. I'm going. What the hell was that crunch then? I hope that was something settling, because that was quite alarming. Oh look, a cycle path that's about 20 foot long. I don't know what the time is, because I ain't got my glasses on. I don't know how far I've been, because I ain't got my glasses on. I don't know how far it is, because I ain't got my glasses on. I don't know how much power I've used. I've got 200 million ampere hours left. Wow, I've got 50 million ampere hours left in the battery now. Don't. Look this way, there you go. Something needs doing. This suspension doesn't half need tuning. It really does. It's rather bouncy. Holy shit! My god, that's got some bloody torque. Oh yeah, did you know the speedo in your car is wrong? I can guarantee the speedo in your car is wrong. Because of some, I think it was an EU legislation that was brought in, that a speedo is not allowed to read over the speed that slower than the speed that you're going. So all manufacturers decided then, well, we ain't taking that bloody risk. So they reduced the speed by something like about, I think it's 6% I read. Some people say 10%. So your speedo is wrong. If you've got GPS speedo or something like that, you have a look at the difference. Good thing about not having a mirror, I can't tell if anybody's sitting up my ass. Yeah, somebody's sitting up my ass. Bloody hell, that's got some bloody power on it. Incidentally, just for the test ride, I've limited it to 100 amps. So if it goes over 100 amps, well, it ain't my bloody fault, it ain't my doing. And these handlebars are so much more comfortable than them other ones that I have. The other thing I've been considering for a while is starting dating again, because I'm getting lonely now I've done this. So there's going to be some fantastic stories and some advice on how not to have your first date, because I am a master at cocking it up. You know those moments where they say check please? Well, that usually happens within the first 30 seconds of me being on a date. And we're doing 15.5 miles an hour plus 7. I'm going to reveal the name of the bike, because on Patreon I put out a questionnaire or a competition thing, and I nearly got banned from Patreon. They told me to remove the post because we don't do competitions on here. But the competition was to name the bike, and a man in Russia came up with the perfect name. The perfect name. I don't know if you can actually see it. Can you see it? It's a Cremaster. The Cremaster, well, Google it. The Cremaster is the muscle that tightens your bollocks, basically. I really want to open this up. 20, I don't know what the amps is. I'll tell you one thing, in comparison to version 2, this thing is so much smoother. It's so smooth. All these bumps, I used to feel every single bump in the road. If you dropped a pin, I'd know it was there. People, I was running over people, bloody hell, they used to fly in the air, but now, whoa, I won't even know they're there. Oh my god, that's about a quarter throttle. Bloody hell. I'm doing 15 and a half miles an hour with knackered head bearings. I'm made of steel. I'm fucking hard, I am. Just a word of warning as well. If you're a dickhead like me and you charge your battery fully and then you go down a hill and your BMS cuts out, it makes a hell of a noise, because I don't quite understand why, but the Sabvaton obviously completely powers off, and then when the BMS comes back online, because the back wheel is probably still spinning, yeah, it bloody shocks you. It really does shock you. Because what happens is, as the Sabvaton comes back online when the BMS resets itself, because the wheel's probably turning, it goes into regen and it makes a right bang. See, I can do one-handed with this. I couldn't do it on the other one. Jesus fuck! Michael, breaking down! Oh, beautiful countryside, beautiful weather, beautiful day. It's officially the second day of summer. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. Holy shit, hell, man. Oh my god, that's got power. That has got oh, this, oh, no. I'm lost for words. The accelerator, the front end, I'm doing 30 mile an hour and the front end was lifted, no problem. Have I got cars behind me? Nope. Jesus fuck! I've got a hard on! Anyway folks, I'm probably about 3 or 4 miles from the lockup now, so I'm going to bid you farewell, and I'm going to say goodbye for the first maiden run. Well, it's the only maiden run. There's going to be a lot more, don't worry. And I've got a lot of tuning to do, and I've got to increase the power and everything else, so there is going to be some more coming, and I'll catch you next time. And remember, life is definitely worth living on this measly earth. Get out there, enjoy it, and fuck what anyone else thinks.